Hello, it's the day after the blood test and I'm pleased to report that Isabel's eyes have cleared up beautifully. They're not perfect, but the swelling has reduced and she can just keep her head at a normal height to see clearly now, so that's really good. She's doing her maths at the moment. Today is the day that I need to get my act together. With all this coronavirus lark, I've kind of let things slide a bit. And I've been okay with that because I think it's okay to let things slide a bit when you're trying to process the amount of information that we've all been having to process over the last few weeks. Things have really heated up, haven't they? And this is the first day now of the official UK lockdown. But I think I'm ready now to try and sort things out a bit. I've identified something I can do to help myself out a bit psychologically, and that is get off my phone. I think because we've all been feeling isolated, I felt that I need to connect, I need to be online, I need to be seeing my friends online and keeping up to date with all the updates of the law and all the happenings regarding social isolation and health advice, etc. So I've just been on my phone way more than usual, and it's got to stop because I'm not living my life. I'm constantly distracted by my phone. I don't need to check Facebook every 5 minutes. I don't need to be looking at the BBC News app every 5 minutes. I really don't. So it's been doing my head in, but I didn't realise until I had a bit of a revelation this morning. So I need to make myself a list in my diary of what I need to do today, and then I need to do them. The first thing I need to do is get tonight's vlog up, which is going for the blood test one, because I've uploaded it, but I need to do all the post-upload work that comes after the post-upload. There's quite a bit of that as well. People don't realise when they start out on YouTube quite how time-consuming all that stuff is. It's not even just about filming or editing the videos, there's even more after that. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. I'm currently working on my thumbnail for tonight's vlog, which you will have already seen, presumably. And Isabel's just popped down with her maths, all the maths that she's done today. She's working out perimeter today for her Key Stage 4 GCSE maths numeracy work. You can find the lesson that she's watched on Corbett Maths there. Meanwhile, I'm going to finish this off while she is getting dressed and doing her creams. I didn't have a clue how to do this sort of thing when I first started vlogging, but it became clear that if I didn't make the thumbnails pop a bit more, I wasn't going to grow my channel at all. When you do thumbnails on YouTube, you've got to make sure you keep this area free because it's going to end up with a timestamp on it, and depending on what device somebody's looking at it on, it could be more or less coverage. Like on the mobile app, it's quite a big proportion of the screen. So I try my best to keep this area free of anything important, but I don't always succeed. I also strongly advise you to do this. And when you do that and you see it, the size it's going to be on people's devices, then you quite often change your mind about how you want to lay things out. I wish I could move that over a bit more. Can I do it? Ooh, off I go. But the thing is, if you spend hours and hours on these things, you never get your videos out because it takes you so long to do the thumbnail that you don't actually do any videoing. So sometimes it's a case of done is better than perfect, and you just got to get it out even though you're not like 100% happy. And as somebody who's always been a little bit of a perfectionist, that's something I've struggled with. But you just got to put out stuff which you might feel is a bit substandard, but if you don't do it, you're never going to be a daily vlogger if you're absolutely 100% perfectionist, unless that is literally all you do in your life. And obviously I'm quite busy in my real life, so I think that'll have to do. It'll do. Good, so I've managed to get that scheduled now for tonight, 7:30. I always upload at 7:30. I will do my best to get as many vlogs up for you as I can during this rather lonesome period. I will do my best. If I start getting really worn out, I'll like have a break for a day or something, but I love doing it, so it takes quite a lot to put me off. I have to be like drop in with exhaustion before I have a day off because I love it so much. I do have a slight problem with the vlog, which is it feels like play. It doesn't feel like work. So I feel like when I'm working on the vlog that I'm shirking all my real adult responsibilities. So I kind of constantly feel like I shouldn't really be spending daytime hours on it. But anyway, I just have. It's like it's something I've got to get over. I just can't get over it. But I need to do some adult stuff now, like marking Izzy's maths work and a whole other load of stuff to do. I haven't even done the timetable for this week. Isabel being ill yesterday kind of threw me. What should I do next? So I'm going to mark the maths next. That is the next job. She has got that right. But she's written something different but I think she's right. She's called two once for some reason. -2/1, but I think she just means -2, and that's the same thing. Does that count as right? I think it does. Let me know in the comments if I shouldn't mark that right. Maths teachers, thank you in advance. Izzy's done her maths now, and I've marked part of her maths. She got 78% for the parallel lines and perpendicular, I think it was. Because I'm having a bit of a sorting out morning, she's going to work on her English literature now. She's up to the assignment part. I was going to flash the question at you, but she's obviously got it up in her room from the other week where she was last working on it. But yeah, that should keep her busy for a couple of days, I think. So it frees me up with a little bit of extra time to just get more organised and do prepping. I'm going to carry on marking today's maths now. Next, ring our maths tutor and have a chat. I've done it. She's going to draw us up a plan of work that we can continue to work on in the meantime. I am going to get cooking now. Izzy has requested spaghetti with tomato jollop. This is what I have left in the way of fresh veg from my Lidl shop, which is now 1 week ago. I haven't been shopping since. Half a yellow pepper, some celery. It's going a bit limp, but it'll be all right. A little bit of cabbage. I've been eking it out. Cabbage lasts a long time, doesn't it? That's cauliflower stalk. Do I want cauliflower stalk in my spaghetti? Yes, I am. I'm going to cut it up really, really small so we won't even know what we're eating. I've actually got some more potatoes in the fridge, and that's it. My next shop is coming on Sunday, isn't it, Izzy? Yeah. I'm trying to hold out until then. How are you getting on with your literature? She's not enjoying her literature assignment. She says it's the hardest one yet.
Well, it's not like it's a tricky subject. It's just hard for me.
It's poetry, isn't it? Analysing poetry.
Well, I don't hate poetry, just the poems that they've chosen suck, in my opinion. My least favourite one is about a baby who is in the womb that is praying to God about how he wants to die because he hates the world. The world isn't that bad. And then it's trying to say what emotions are evoked by this poem. Annoyance.
I better start cooking, hadn't I, or you're going to be starving.
I'm already hungry.
It's actually linguine because it's all sold out of spaghetti when I went. This is smelling really good. The very finely chopped cauliflower stalk is working very well. I'm going to boof it up with some frozen stuff. I've got frozen broad beans, which obviously are a good source of protein and fibre. Some frozen green beans, which are chopped already, and some frozen mushrooms. This is now smelling absolutely delicious. It's smelling like an Italian restaurant in here. Here's Izzy's. I'll probably have cheese and chilli on mine. That was surprisingly delicious considering the sparsity of fresh ingredients available, and there's lots left over, so I'll probably have another meal out of that at some point. Yummy! Isabel is going to do history now because I've kind of rearranged it that way so that I can spend 10 or 20 minutes going through the text with her, and then she'll have another 40 minutes or so while she's typing up a written assignment about it, which will give me a chance to tackle the housework because it's a bit messy in here. Look at it. I did that at about 11:30 last night after I finished editing, but I got so far with it and then I kind of had had enough. But yeah, needs a bit of attention, doesn't it?
Want to stay
There's
at
another
home,
government briefing on right now as well,
and
so
risk the sack if they
I'm listening
do
to this
defy that employer's
while I'm washing
instruction.
up, while Lizzie's
And
doing
a
her
question
history.
to the Deputy Chief Medical Officer, just a practical one.
But we have been incredibly clear about the rules.
Increasing steps are put in place, impact on the disease itself, the elderly, particularly vulnerable adults, and a small child clearly is a vulnerable individual.
And just like that, it's finished, and I've got this much done during that time. Lizzie's history's just come through, and my kitchen is looking a lot better than it was. Oh yeah. It's 5:20. We're still being off schedule. We have done today what we wanted to do. We just haven't started it at 9:30 in the morning. We didn't start it till much later because we just got up when we woke up and started when we felt like it. But we're going to do one more hour, which is going to be watching a science lecture on the laptop, and I'll leave a link to whichever one we choose to watch in the description below, so if you want to watch it too, you can.
As quick as you can, if you just swap over sides, exactly where you are, but opposite across. Okay, so you can see here, we've got an overhead camera rigged up, so we can see. Come on, everyone, as quick as you can. Hurry up, come on, faster, please. We've got a TV show to do. Here we go. So
They're not all jumbled
it's
up.
not random, is it? That was fantastic. Thank you so much. And that.
Well, we've watched this video. What was it called?
How to get lucky.
How to get lucky. It's meant to be a maths video, and we sat for an hour watching it, and it was very fun, it was very engaging, and it wasn't very mathsy. No. And we were wondering if Izzy's learnt anything or if I've learnt anything, and I'm not sure if we have. But I'm going to put a link in the description. It was very good. It was kind of about probability and stuff like that, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, well, what I did learn is that the writers were mean because they promised someone 80% chance of getting a new phone when really it was 17%. Yeah, I think maybe it was one of those programs that would maybe inspire somebody to get more into maths. Maybe it was a lighting the fire kind of program rather than a filling the pail, if you know what I mean, educationally. Might make somebody have a bit more enthusiasm for the subject rather than actually teaching them about it. But unless we're just dumb and we didn't pick anything up.
No, I mean, it was good. It did have lots of points.
Yeah, it was fun.
Maybe somebody who had a bit of a more of a mathsy mind might have been wildly excited about it and gone off and studied statistics and things afterwards.
Mummy learnt that I was very intelligent because I knew that everyone would write 7.
For the random number. Everyone had to pick a random number between 1 and 10, and I instantly said 3!
I was like,
to me, that's the most obvious random number.
I bet loads of people are going to write 7. Because when I think of a random number, I always think of 7, and I know that loads of other people do too.
Apparently, everyone picks 7. Apart from me, I picked 3. I'm going to go and practice my flute for an
No,
hour.
you're not.
I am, because it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to do an hour before 8 o'clock, and then it's going to be like too late for the neighbours. What? It's finished.
It's time.
Time for what? What, ordering your birthday presents? Well, I'm not going to do that now. I'm not going to give up my flute hour to get your birthday presents.
But you said we'd do it today.
Well, we can do it today. The night is young. You have to do it after dinner.
Okay, fine.
I'm not going to not practice. Right, so I better go do that now.
Yeah.
Bye.
That is the end of the vlog. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye!